new episode of Let's Talk About. This is your host Ranu, and I have my friend Sanchita here as today's guest.
Ranu, thanks for inviting me for today's talk show. Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm Sanchita. I love to watch YouTube videos, not to record them. I like browsing all types of online content and trying out new and different things. So that is in brief about myself.
Oh, thank you, Sanjita. And you said that you do not like record on YouTube. So is this your first time recording for a YouTube channel?
Yeah, this is the first time because the topic in itself was so interesting.
Yes.
So I just thought that let me utilize this opportunity to speak my heart out about it. Thanks, Ranu, for giving me the opportunity.
Yes. And when I thought about it, there is like to add a little more mystery to today's topic. For our listeners, when I thought about it, you were the best person to talk about it, because in my near friend circle, I don't know anyone who has this extensive knowledge about that, and that kind of brings me to reveal today's topic. It is about boy love. Okay. so yes, it's a bit controversial, I'll say, in the Indian society and maybe in the East Asian society, but lately we have seen a huge rise in the boy love dramas and movies, right, in the entertainment industry, and which makes me ponder how this trend came to be, how it is so much in fashion, right? So
right.
Yeah, and I know you are an avid watcher of BLs, right, as they call. So tell us, how did you first come to watch BLs?
Yeah, good question, because I have been watching BLs for such a long time. I don't myself remember when I started watching it or how I came across watching it or how I watched my first Boy Love series, which I vaguely remember is from Japan, which is called Cherry Magic. So Cherry really liked the flow of the story. I liked the emotions that were portrayed by the two male characters. So I think from there my interest towards boy love started.
Yeah. So interestingly, I was just looking up some articles, before this call. Okay. So actually this whole boy love concept was invented in Japan. Okay.
Right.
And it was basically two women manga writers and manga artists. They coined this, and in Japanese it is called yaoi. That is what I learned. And yeah, I'll say Japan is pretty bold when it comes to romance and eroticism and all these things. Okay. And from there, it has been around for a pretty long time, but in the recent years it has spread like wildfire, and it has become more popular with all the LGBTQ movement and exposure and everything. So
yes.
Yeah. So you mentioned about the emotions and stories and right. So when we have mainly watched hetero dramas, right? Hetero movies and all. So how did you find it different from hetero dramas?
First of all, same-sex love is forbidden in the society. Okay, so heterodamas, even if most of the time, if you see in the story, even if a guy is romancing a girl who maybe, status-wise is lower than him or vice versa, so there is no such, concern in their mind that they will not be accepted by the society. Okay, because obviously this love is between a man and a woman.
Right.
Okay, but when it comes to same-sex love, be it boy love or be it girl love, the first thing that is there that society may not accept it.
Right.
Okay, so there is some sort of a always a hide and seek sort of a thing, but the real thing which is noticeable in this is the passion between the two characters, be it between two girls or be it between two boys. So
Yeah.
they know that the sort of hardships that they are going to face in the society if they come out, even to their friends, very close friends that they know, leave apart families and society, but still they want to be with that one person who they know, would make them happy.
I had watched one Japanese movie, right? So it's called The Cornered Mouse Dreams of Cheese. Okay. So
Yes.
yeah. So the first time I watched, okay, it was pretty hardcore. Okay. And I came back to you saying I mean Sanchita, I have a lot of technical questions, right? That's
why Ranu, I suggested that
yeah.
watch Cherry Magic in it as your
Yeah.
first PL, but you went for the hardcore one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I watched that, okay, but no, I mean, what I want to say is, so the first time, that was my impression, right? I mean, I have a lot of technical questions. Then later, okay, much later, again, I saw that movie. Now, I mean, now I know what technical hardcore things are in there, okay, but this time I concentrated more on the story, okay, and
Yes.
it was beautiful story. Okay, so this time when I watched, it didn't feel that like cringe was not there. Okay, because that what people they don't talk about it. Okay, because historically and in every religion, okay, homosexuality is kind of banned, right? And that has been programmed in our minds over generations in the history of human. We cannot just get over it. Okay.
There are, BL series that mostly capitalize on erotic content or smutty content without any story. Okay, so there are, dramas and movies like that. Okay, and those are like, totally B grade, C grade type of content.
Yes.
So if you, choose that type of content as your first, as your entry in the BL world, it might put you off. Okay.
Right.
So in my case, I was lucky because I was able to start off with a very good content like Cherry Magic. And that gave me an idea like what sort of, series or content I should watch.
Yeah.
Okay. So till now, I've been able to pick and choose only those dramas that come with good story.
Yeah.
There are eroticism, of course. There is some, love scenes and bed scenes and all, but that does not overwhelm the entire story. I mean, those are necessary in that entire story. That is all I would say.
And also I think like what contributes to the popularity is, first of all, this is mainly directed towards the women audience, right? And
Yes.
and secondly, not to be superficial, but it is definitely a factor. What I've seen is that the protagonists, okay, they are good looking. Okay, women
Yes.
like to
Yes, that
watch.
is one condition that I have, that the protagonist has to be very good looking with good physique
Yeah.
and all.
India also lately we have had your LGBTQ movies, right? So there was one like by Pratik Babbar, Cobalt Blue, a few years
Cobalt Blue.
ago. Yeah, and
I
recently
think
Badhai Ho
recently
came.
Cobalt Blue has released on Netflix, which
Yes,
has
yes.
a same-sex love angle in that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
But we
saw
are
the
not that
trailer.
bold
But
yet. We are not that bold
yes,
yet in
yes,
exploring it.
yes,
Okay, because our society, although it is decriminalized in India recently, but our society does not accept it yet, right? But
yes, right.
and I think in like Asian societies in general are a bit conservative about this. Okay, and that's why it's more surprising that in Asian societies these are being made and these are getting so popular and this is selling. Okay, this is a huge market that has become. And like I was reading in Thailand maybe, or in Taiwan, I'm not sure, they had produced 80 BL dramas in 2020. Okay, I mean that's a lot.
Okay.
Count of BL dramas is way more than lesbian dramas.
Maybe one of the reason we do not see much girl love content is because we may not be having that many professional actors who would want to take a chance to portray those roles.
Right.
Like how we have been, showing that. Because if you see in Thailand and Korea and all, most of the actors who are portraying such roles are very young,
Yeah.
and they come from the showbiz domain. Some may be actually K-pop idols,
Yeah.
some actually may be already out there in the showbiz market, but they don't have any problem portraying such roles because they are such professionals. They think that taking up such challenging roles is actually a boost to their career.
For the actors, I'll say it's more of a career choice because it is their job. Okay, they are do like they have to act and do projects to because this is their career, and they have to earn money in it. Okay, but like you said, like professionally, I'll say they are more open and bold because their industry is allowing it, and because it
Yes.
is selling and money talks, right? So
Yes,
uh,
right.
but it's also they are able to do it because people are accepting it, right? The audience is accepting it, they are not rejecting it, there is no uproar. But I am trying to imagine if like in India also there have been, like I said, we have had a few, there hasn't been that uproar over it. Okay, like it could have happened maybe 10 years ago, but in 2020 to 2021 people are accepting it, right? We are giving it a thought. And I mean it's a business, it has carved out a new genre in the entertainment industry, right? So I mean,
I would like to say one thing, Ranu. Maybe in India, it is not in the highlight. It is not being so highlighted because here, the directors or the producers, they actually don't think about, or they don't feel that they should be, brave enough to portray such scenes. Okay,
exactly.
because
So censorship is definitely a problem in India, and it has long been a problem in India, right? Like you said, I mean, I
right,
think it is not just about the audience because we are the audience, right? And people like us are watching content from other countries, okay, because it is not being made in our country, okay. And but it is more about the environment, about for the makers, okay, it is their money and hard work they are investing. So if it there is no return on the investment, then it's a problem for them, right? So they have spent so
right.
much money and everything in making a film, and then it doesn't pass through, it is stopped, then what's the point of making it? Okay, so
Exactly, exactly.
yeah, so you are right in there. Okay, I can only imagine if there is a so much ruckus over Valentine's Day. I wonder what it will be if like mainstream starts churning out your homosexual content.
But it is encouraging, like how movies like Badhai Do and Shuv Mangalam Savdhan. I think that is the movie by
Yes.
Ayushmann Khurrana.
Yeah.
Those movies were accepted, but I mean, Badhai Do actually portrayed how society considers same-sex relationship. Okay,
Yes.
so that is where the movie focused more.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was one of the reason it did not create that much controversy and it was happily accepted by the audience. Even the movie by Ayushmann Khurrana also it focused on the concept, the society's acceptance.
Yeah.
So that is how the directors are getting into that field. They are more trying to make society aware about this concept rather than
the appeal of BL dramas. Okay, like here we have always been taught like men should be masculine, macho, okay, or show a lot of testosterone, okay, but men have their own insecurities in real life, sometimes weak, okay, which they do not show in real life, and we get to see this. It is called feminine side. I will say it's a wrong term, okay, it's a human side. Every human has those naturally, okay, which is more portrayed in this BLs and which is kind of appealing to women, right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
they
they can
are
actually see the men be very weak, even cry their hearts out because they are not able to be with that one person for
exactly,
whom their heart longs.
yeah.
I mean, women can actually see men at their most vulnerable condition in BL dramas. And that is another selling point, apart from being a forbidden relationship, that makes it so endearing to women. Because
So, I mean, if we have to wrap this up, okay, and if I ask you, how would you sell the idea to your, say, friends or people around you, so that like more straight people would watch like this homosexual content? So, what would you say to them?
so don't think that you will not like it. Okay, so you might come across some good stories over here, which you may like, because I've heard people saying that anyone who starts watching Boy Love, they get hooked.
Can you name a few for our listeners?
Okay. So Japan is Cherry Magic. In Korea, recently I liked Semantic Error, and then Light on Me. So these are the two most memorable titles that I can remember in Korean drama. Thailand has a lot of dramas. So the recent famous drama is Bad Buddy. So Bad Buddy is the only series that I watched 5 times. It was so
Oh my
so
God,
good.
that good.
Then others are Tale of Thousand Stars. So that is also very nice. And Taiwan, the history series in Taiwan is very famous. And you can also watch SOTUS, so SOTUS. So that is actually the first BL that actually made BL famous in Thailand.
Okay.
So as Korea is building their soft power in K-pop culture, in cosmetics, or in the drama industry,
Yes.
Thailand is building that culture in boy love industry. So
Yes.
they are making a huge name out of it. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is very encouraging to see that.
Yes. But yeah, it's happening. It's good. And I think that then we go out of here like with a sense of exploration and experimentation. Let's then end here today. Thank you everyone for listening in, and thank you Sanchita for coming. So I look forward to having more such meaningful conversations in future.
Sure. Thanks,
Yeah.
Ranu,
Yeah.
and have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Thank you
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye.